We're back with the entire crew. Myself, Widow, Neato, Trihouse, Brohouse.
Oh my god. I forgot he was wearing that.
Guys, listen. Don't make fun of me. I didn't want to do my hair.
We're here with Frat House.
Ranny.
Hey, y'all.
And Veeds.
What's happening, guys?
Do you get a haircut, Veeds? Hold on.
I like your haircut, Veeds.
Yeah, it was like literally bald a couple of weeks ago.
Oh, nice. There you go.
So.
Yeah, we are live at twitch.tv/space station. And we're really excited to get everyone back on speed in what happened in the world of gaming and Rocket League these past 2 weeks.
Yep, how's it going? We're back this week from an eventful break, taking full advantage of being fully vaccinated. 3/5 of the crew were in Vegas this past weekend, which was a ton of fun. If only we could have gotten the whole cast crew out, but Trihouse was being a Pepega, and Veeds decided to be born in the UK, so we could not have them out, unfortunately.
Imagine.
Oh, Veeds. If Veeds was going, I would have been there.
No, dude, you really wouldn't have. You would not have because we told you so many times to go and you still didn't go, dude.
Stop. We'll talk about that later on the cast.
Yeah, we will.
Anyways.
So today, we're going to quickly go over the IWO results, bring back a discussion about the future of Rocket League and its state right now, Alpha Console coming back with some exciting new features, and finally, a little talk about the impact of getting creators all in one place to make content. So IWO.
Yeah, so like quick rundown on the IWO results for North America. USA won.
USA!
Waiting for
USA!
It. Of course, it's from Bro House. Just like the chant. I'm waiting for the shotgunning of the beer.
If I had a beer, I would shotgun it.
Oh my god.
Yeah, no, in USA, the Team USA isn't like, so if any of you aren't following IWO, it was for the Olympics. It was Rocket League in the Olympics. And so it was teams from different countries. It wasn't necessarily teams that were already together. So North America, USA won, and that was Garrett G, Chicago, and First Killer, which is honestly a team I don't think I'd ever want to go up against. That is
no, that's scary.
Apparently they didn't lose a game as well. I'm pretty sure I saw it on Twitter. Yeah, they
and this is like Olympic Rocket
League. Everyone.
Wait, no, I think they lost the first. I've heard they like reverse swept or something.
Oh, did they?
I can't remember. Yeah, against the Canadians.
Yeah, so Canada came in second, the Canadians, which was Squishy, JNaps, and Illusion. So,
yep.
Yeah, so that was North America. For EU, France won, which was Vitality, because Vitality is an all-French team, so that pretty much wasn't fair. The Netherlands were in second, and we don't have those teams listed, but congrats to the Netherlands.
And one of those things where it's just like they were players that weren't in like the regular roster. But I do have it here if you guys want me to list off these.
You can look it up while
this
we
is a North American org. All right, we don't know about EU.
Sir.
What's Vitality?
It was Mike Boy though and Oali or Oli. I always read it as Oali in my head, but I know it's Oli.
Yeah. And then for Asia mainland, Japan won. And Singapore came in second. Singapore B came in second. Which was kind of controversial because they had an Irish player and people were a little confused.
What do you mean they had an Irish player?
Yeah, exactly. So Realize, Maru, and Tenhao were the Japanese players, which I am super happy that they were able to come out on top, and I think we're going to be able to see them compete in RLCS in the next season, so that's cool. And then Singapore B, so Singapore B was LCT, Baleares, and then Maxu, who was an Irish player. Like, it had a little Irish flag by his name, so I was like, interesting. I think there was a little bit of controversy with that, and they just let them play at the end of the day, even though it was technically against the rules.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, but I don't think Ireland is very close to Singapore.
It really isn't.
Yeah, no. And then for Asia Maritime, Indonesia A1, and for OCE, Australia won. So that was your IWO, which I think is something really cool that people got to participate in.
Yeah, Australia, Amphis, Express, and Torsos. And then Indonesia A was Repupi, Fisio, and Gon. I like those names.
Yeah.
Fisio. But yeah. I love that. I hope that they do that again because it was really cool to see like all the different combinations of teams, countries that we haven't seen before play at that level. So I like that. That was cool.
It's just really interesting to see what teams like people can come up with, you know?
Yeah.
When they're sitting there and they're like, you forget how many people. I think what was interesting for me is you forget how many people actually are like playing with each other from different countries or different areas of like origin. You know what I mean? And so
Yeah, I
it
thought
was really
Squishy
cool.
was an American until this event.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Somebody on Twitter just
Oh, wow.
recently announced like they're all like it was like a multi-regional team. Did you see that? I think it was Fisher. I'm not sure. Somebody announced like a team that literally every single player was from a different region.
That can't be right.
No, it was. I
the
I
heck?
wish I could
What?
remember who it was. Maybe somebody in chat knows.
I wouldn't put
but,
it past being Fisher.
but I saw that as well, so that'll be interesting. Like just like seeing players of different combinations, and that was a really cool event.
The only thing that I'd say that was a little bit off with it was I think there should have just been like an African region and like had the Middle East teams and stuff compete in the African region rather than
Where did they compete?
EU. So there was South Africa played in the EU.
That's
And they got absolutely destroyed simply because they were on like 250 ping.
Oh my god.
well, yeah, but wasn't all of the Americas one region too? And so, like, if you're a South American team trying to play on U.S. East servers, like that's got to be just as bad as South Africa trying to
Wait.
play in EU, right?
Didn't I cannot confirm this, but somebody said it and I didn't have time to check last night. Somebody came into my stream last night and said that SRG got swept. Was that
Yeah,
true?
they did. They did.
Really?
I can't remember who it was against, but yeah, they in. I don't know who. Like
That's a blow to their pride for sure, because that's the team everybody talks about being like ready to enter the RLCS scene. They're just not able to, and then they come out in a tournament like this and get swept.
Let's see if
That's
I can find it on Wikipedia.
I was looking it up, but it doesn't seem like they're even on the bracket, so it must have happened before the final.
I want to say it was the Netherlands might have swept them, but I could
Oh
be
my
mistaken.
god.
They did come in second, so here we go. Group stages here.
Like the
It was France.
Yeah.
Wait, it was France and then the Netherlands.
I
I
can't.
mean, I
can
can
see
see
the tweet though.
Vitality sweeping them, you know?
both of them swept them.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my gosh, dude, it was a doubles. Oh gosh,
Back to back, actually.
that hurts. That actually really hurts. Because
If you guys don't know, SRG is the Middle Eastern team. Ahmed, Senzo, and Khalid. And Khalid has been fighting for the #1 spot with Barely Jack and 1v1s. They're like debatably some of the best players in the world. Like
They are.
So
they
that
are.
was
Ahmed
definitely
is
definitely
the
not
best player.
expected.
Like, there's a
Yeah.
reason
I
we
almost
all
beat him
sound.
once. It's okay.
There's a reason we all sound shocked with that. They're not a team to get swept twice.
Well, they also haven't had the opportunity to compete again in major tournaments like this. And so I don't know because if you are listening to this and you have never competed in a Rocket League tournament, the nerves hit way different than you would think. As somebody who came from like competitive sports as a kid to or to like even performing live, like neither of those things really compares to Rocket League because it's such a, I don't know, like
It feels
it's such a
different.
mental game. Like if you're not, and no other sport I've ever played in my life, if I'm not feeling well, does it affect me like it does in Rocket League? Like if I'm not in the right mindset or I'm too in my head, I'm gonna play like a bronze. And who's gonna roast me? I set you guys up.
No one.
Not
You
we're
are
off
a
the time.
bronze.
There we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Try. I
But
would,
yeah,
roast,
so
I
I
would
wonder if
roast
it
your
was just-
gameplay, but I'm too busy looking at the Bieber bangs.
Honestly, I was just looking at your
Stop
fringe the whole time. Fringe bangs, same thing.
Stop it, guys!
I was like,
I didn't want to
can't-
do
can't
my
even,
hair.
I can't even fathom talking about that hoops SSL title. I'm
In fact-
literally just looking.
I'm just like waiting. I'm waiting for Trihouse to bust out in song like "When I was a young boy."
Stop it. For you guys that are listening on other platforms and aren't watching this visually, don't
Watch
worry about
visually.
it.
You
have to
watch
watch on
this
this one.
episode.
Twitter.
Yeah.
But so I wonder if nerves were playing a factor for Sandrock. But like, here's the thing:
They
like,
can play so much
Ocalid is
together.
used to the pressure. Like,
They're probably fine on nerves.
I mean, Ocalid's the only one I know that like is.
Maybe it
From
was
the team.
ping. I mean, but they play on ping all the time too. Like they've been like notoriously they play very well on ping. So
They
it's
do.
like
Playing on ping in ranked compared to playing on high ping when you're competing against
Attorney is very different.
the best.
like
yeah.
some of the best EU players.
Makes
Like
sense.
you're playing Vitality, you know?
Mm-hmm. All right. Moving on to this big discussion that started, I think it was like last week. You know, there was just a few tweets that cropped up about people's statistics on YouTube and how their views were low, and if the start of the conversation of is Rocket League dying,
Yeah.
which I
good
don't
game.
I don't ever believe Rocket League will die, but there's definitely something going on with content where there isn't like clear communication with Epic and Psyonix, so we don't really know what the heck is going on. There's a lot of recycled content, which is leading a lot of people to be kind of frustrated with the state of the game. So
I think that pro player gameplay is going to start being pushed to the front, and creator content is being kind of pushed back.
See, I don't agree.
That's how it always has been.
And that's how it's always been for the community. But if there's anything I can justifiably say, that is actually one of the biggest arguments is like Psyonix is giving so many opportunities to get creators involved in things going on. It's just not necessarily in the content the community's wanting. Like Psyonix more so in the past year is getting creators involved in everything. Like, hey, you want to come host our tourneys? You want to be involved in them? You want to do sponsored streams? You want to do all of this stuff? So I feel like they're doing a really good job of getting the creators involved, but they're not giving opportunities for creators to create their own content, if that makes sense. They're like, hey, come join our content.
exactly. I mean, tournaments to this day are still kind of bugged. Like, there's still a lot of problems with that, and that is one of the things
They're
that
totally bugged.
as creators we have used that to easily run tournaments with our communities and stuff like that. But they refuse to like prioritize it. I understand they have a lot of other things. They have the team that we imagine in our heads being Epic Games is not as big as it actually is behind the scenes. Like, there's not a lot of people assigned to certain things, and that's why, you know, hopefully in the future they start hiring and stuff. But I think my biggest problem with it is just that lack of transparency and why, like back when tournaments first started getting bugged, I remember they were telling us like, don't worry, a couple months, like it'll get ready, and then they never fixed it, and then they said it'll be right when the year's up, and they never fixed it, and then people got really upset with them for telling, like, just pushing back the fixing of tournaments, and then they just stopped saying anything. They were like, you know what?
Because
We're
they
just
realize
not
if they
gonna
can't
say
deliver on what they're saying, they're gonna get more hate
there
than
needs
if
to be
they
a balance.
just promise nothing.
Also, like a devil's advocate here, and I say this with a bunch of love in my heart, because I do feel like Psyonix is doing a great job on so many fronts. But I feel like a really big problem is that they stopped caring about tournaments not caring in general, but they stopped caring as much about tournaments that creators are running, because they want people to join the actual tournaments that they're running.
And they only have 3v3 as an option.
Yeah.
So
Which
how can they
I
expect-
agree. They should just keep 3v3 an option. Like all these Papegas.
Oh, you're about to Instagram Rocket League is about to just go off.
Great. All right. All those Papegas come for me. You don't know what you're freaking talking about.
No, I think they need to utilize that tournament
listen.
mode and have 2s and 1s. Like, if it's just 3s,
If they're
like,
not
you're
gonna
cutting
fix.
Bah,
They have
humbug. They do not.
Yes, they
Listen. Do we need 10 Soccer playlists? We've already got 4 casual modes, 3 ranked modes, and then you want to have 3 tournament modes?
If they're not
Yes.
going to fix custom tournaments, if they're not going to make it easier for people who want to run 1s and 2s tournaments, then yes, they should supply them themselves. If not, fix the damn tournament system.
You cannot deny there's a different environment playing in tournaments and playing in ranked. You cannot deny it. When you're playing 3s ranked solo queue, it's different if you solo queue a tournament, because
It's its
there's
own tab.
you got to hold separate rank for tournaments, like, and it gives people more of an incentive to play with people consistently, like as a team. You know what I mean?
The way
Like,
I think about it is that as long as there is 128 people or 128 teams, that's enough to fill up a tournament. Any extra, they'll just make another bracket. As long as you have enough people wanting to join a tournament to fill up a single bracket, I'd say it's worth it.
Hear me out.
For each rank, though?
Yeah. Like, I get that maybe that's a lot every day, but maybe if even just once a week they were like, hey, here's a different
maybe
type
not
of
as often.
tournament we're hosting. Here's a twos tournament. Twos is the most popular game mode in Rocket League.
Who sucks?
They could just rotate them. Literally
You
just
literally
rotate
play
them.
hoops. Hoops is twos in a basketball court, man.
Hoops is the better version of twos.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
imagine
saying.
if you had a threes week and then the next week was a twos week and the next week, like Veeds just said, rotating it out. And the next week was ones and then the next was a random extra mode.
I can see that happening.
Like just rotate
Even if they
it.
just rotated them daily, literally just every third day is
See,
one of the...
Now, I agree for content, that would be the best choice.
Why don't you agree with it for
Why don't you agree with it for the
content?
average?
Because the reason Psyonix added the 3v3 tournaments instead of 2v2, even though 2v2 is the more played game mode, is because they're trying... Everything Psyonix has done since I have been a content creator has leaned towards getting people from that lower skill group into the higher skill group. They're trying to get more people to enter the bubble scene.
I get that, but like also,
and the pros play 3v3. So everything they are doing, even if you look at, I mean, these were failed experiments, but what was it? The field and like things, they're trying to...
The field was a failed experiment in NA. In NA.
And in marketing, like that they didn't market it well, so it kind of fizzled out.
Exactly. But everything they're doing is trying to encourage the growth and competitiveness of the 3v3 playlist. They don't care about making the 1v1 playlist more competitive.
Okay.
They don't care about making the 2v2 playlist more competitive.
But hear me out on one
and
small
it's not
aspect.
Content, frankly. It's really not content to add 2v2 and 1v1 tournaments.
The average person who is clicking onto this game and trying to enter a tournament is not trying to go pro. Think about the player base. Think about the player base that joined, though. Isn't it easier for them to find a teammate they can get to know if they were playing twos sometimes? It's harder. It's harder to have a team ready for a 3v3 tournament. And then on top of it, people rage because they're getting random people who got carried into a tournament MMR. It's the same cycle that everyone's having in ranked. They get pissed off at the tournaments because, oh, this person has a title, but I swear to God, they're silver.
The thing is like, they don't care. They don't care about that.
Yeah, but
like they're trying to debate people into getting better at the 3v3 playlist.
But they should care.
That's where they make the money.
In-game 3v3 tournaments literally have zero impact on bubble players.
At all.
Bubble players literally don't care about in-game tournaments.
Why do that when you play 6 mins?
Yeah.
They might play them for the sake of playing them. Like, for example, Aqua. I know Aqua plays in-game tournaments all the time.
Mm-hmm.
But I think he does it just because he's bored of ranked. It's literally just because he's bored of ranked. He does it because it's
something
different.
to do. Yeah.
But even if there was 1v1 and 2s tournaments, people would, if it really was to try and cater towards people improving at 3s, the people that want to improve at 3s and go pro would do them tournaments anyway.
Yeah.
Well, I argue that for Rocket League to go tier 1, they need to host championship tournaments for 2s and 1s as well. Like, I feel like there needs to be an event like the Fortnite World Championship where you have solos and quads and like all these other modes all in one event, because there are people who should be crowned world champions in 2s and 1s. I really believe it.
I want to go pro in
Yeah,
chaos.
I wonder why they haven't, because ones brings in viewership.
Yep.
They need to do like even if it was like a fusion style tournament, I feel like it would completely, like, Fusion is a little bit extreme if you make that the world's format, right? But
I thought Fusion was the best Rocket League tournament I've seen. I really enjoyed it.
Fusion was really good.
Fusion was
really
more of that.
Yeah, I think it's one of those things that it really showcases, like, and it really forces teams to have that have that team that can do it all. Like they have 2 that are really good together, that one person that is a great 1v1 player, and then at 3 of them together at once. You know, like I feel like that would be a really good thing, and then it would justify maybe.
Fusion was just sick. Why
the-
isn't that? Why don't we have that back?
Because it was organized by Johnny Boy,
And Johnny is so busy.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
he's
he
got
wants
so
to do
much going on.
something else, but he wants to do it again.
All
but
right,
it is a
SSG is
huge
gonna have to
project.
host a Fusion tournament. That's just what it's gonna have to be.
It can definitely be something we can talk to them about. Yeah.
Might have to be called something else, though. Like, it'd be weird to, like, what would be another name for it? You know, if Johnny Boy was like, just like, nah, I don't want anyone else.
It would
using
have to be
the
called
name.
Fusion. Fusion was just such a good
1v1 tournament.
God damn it, Randy.
Fusion.
All right, well, Randy's doing that. We haven't talked about
Okay,
why aren't there
anyway.
hoops tournaments and why aren't there ranked hoops tournaments?
'Cause no one cares. What?
If they could get items from it, I just want to farm people in hoops tournaments.
Okay. But
Tournaments, oh my
speaking
God.
of farming content, what happened right after all this conversation about Rocket League being dead was a very, very interesting piece of content. If anyone wants to,
I never watched it yet, so
Well, there was a video
every
that
week.
because I've been meaning to. It's probably a suggested thumbnail on my YouTube right now.
Wait, we're going on to the third thing, right?
No, it's
it's
Sunless's
second.
retirement video. Sunless's
no,
retirement
my bad.
video.
I was on that one.
Retirement
Yeah.
video. It was a debate, right?
It was a debate, but at the same time, it wasn't the debate that caused the argument. If you guys don't know, Sunless came out with a video that had him in the thumbnail looking all sad, and the title was "I'm quitting Rocket League." ... So you know he got a significant amount of clicks, right? But the piece of content that followed was Sunless level content. You know, he literally the thing about Sunless and his content is he went to school to like basically make movies. So it was that level of content
It was
into
peak
story
content too.
Yeah, exactly. There's a story, and then it ended up, and obviously this man's not gonna quit making Rocket League videos. But it still was a piece of content that made you want to watch. You weren't you were debated into clicking. But for me personally, knowing Sunless, I knew that it was gonna be not true. Like I was expecting a piece of content, and then I did not think that he was actually leaving. Were there some people that did? Yeah. But were they upset at the end of the video? I don't think so. I think most people really enjoyed watching.
It was
The
actually
3
one
days
of the best Rocket League videos I've ever seen.
Yes.
Actually, one of
Oh
the
my
was a
gosh,
bad video,
fine. I'll
I'd be
add it to
pissed.
my saved
And
videos.
three days before, like I don't get these arguments and stuff, because 3 days before, the man had tweeted, "Oh my God, I just got like approval and funding for 2 of the biggest videos I'm ever gonna do, and I'm so excited." And it wasn't possible. And then he posts this 3 days later, and people are like, "Oh my God, I thought he was really retiring." And I know that I sound petty about it. But there was a tweet put out by a significant member of the Rocket League community. That's
It was Jazer.
It was Jazer. Jazer fucking woke up and
He
chose.
tripled down. Like I'm gonna call him out. He literally tripled and quadrupled down on his argument. So he that's what he believes. He really believed
What?
that it was. He tweeted out saying like, "I don't want to be a buzzkill, but isn't this like just clickbait? Are we willing to do anything for views now?" And it's like, whoa, you know, my man Sunless isn't in the hot tub.
And the thing is, we all do clickbait. Like that's okay. But I tweeted this and I yelled about it, and I'll say it again. Content creators are here to create content, and as long as you're delivering on that, then you're doing your job. It wasn't a clickbait video that led to like something stupid. It wasn't a clickbait video that led to something angering or not top tier. It was honestly the genuine, most
kinda
entertaining. It was, yeah, you know what I mean. It was the most entertaining video I had seen come out of the Rocket League scene, especially in this lull we've been in months, if not ever. And just admit you were just sad you got debated. Just admit you woke up and you were like, "Oh my God, my favorite YouTuber's retiring." And then you felt bad that you almost cried, because this man did not back off when everyone responded to him and was just trying to explain. I'm sorry, I'm so mad. When everyone responded to him and was just trying to justify, hey, like Sunless is a really good guy. He does a lot for the community. He does all of this. He would just double and triple and quadruple down about how he just thought it was the worst thing in the world to do. And just like, you don't like the video, downvote it. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
Shut the fuck
I
up.
think,
I think it's called
he-
downvoting on YouTube.
Sorry,
I think
I'm
it's called
old.
disliking.
I think Jazer. I love Jazer, by the way. I watch we watch his videos and stuff like that constantly. He's a fantastic Rocket League player, but I don't think he has the same mindset that other content creators do, because his content comes from his skill in the game and his niche of freestyling. So it's like, I'm sorry, Jazer, not all of us can triple flip reset pass into
Name
another
our videos
triple flip
Moiments
reset.
89.
Yeah, so it's like there has to be some sort of creativity there, and I think that's the part where he doesn't quite understand. And I'm just gonna let it be, because maybe one day
If
it'll click for
Jazer
him,
started from the
but-
ground up now, he wouldn't be on YouTube. You know what I mean? Like,
I think you would.
No,
no, he wouldn't.
Nito-
If
He
somebody
He
started
was
off their
literally
YouTube
the
videos,
first good
Yeah.
player at the game on YouTube.
if somebody named their video Rocket League Moiments right now and they weren't Jazer, it would get exactly 10 views. Like,
Well, that's the thing, though. It takes a while
Well,
to grind
people,
up there.
he's
no,
right.
it doesn't.
If you're good,
He was
grind.
early on the scene and was already in the YouTube algorithm for Rocket League gameplay. Now when you type Rocket League gameplay or Rocket League highlights, Jazer's the first thing that pops up.
I think he would
Like,
get stuck.
he knows nothing about what
times.
it is to actually clickbait.
Well, no,
It's
Nito,
like-
but because he doesn't. Nito made a point when we were in Vegas, and I'll let her carry up on it. But just to like, pro players do not have the same disadvantage that people just trying to create content do. Their content is naturally there, and all they have to do is literally, and yes, so many of you are, and Jazer, your content is incredible, and I don't take back what I said, but you are an amazing content creator, and that's the point there.
Yeah.
But it's because people love your gameplay, and honestly, and you know this to be a fact, you could literally just stream your gameplay, rip the VOD, upload it on YouTube, and you would still get crap ton more views without you ever having to put editing into it, time, anything, because people will naturally go to watch higher level players, because the majority of this player base and the majority of this viewer base in Rocket League just wants to watch high level gameplay. There's a reason when Valorant hosts a tournament, Shroud still has more viewers doing a watch party. No one in Rocket League is at that. Not a single
Yeah.
person. There's not a person
not
yet
yet.
who can do a Rocket
Someday.
League watch party and have more viewers than the main broadcast. People want to see pro level gameplay, and you are good at what you do. If you are a pro player, upload on YouTube. Just do it. Just share it. Just share it everywhere. People love what you put out. But for us content creators who are not GC, SSL, Supersonic Legend, it is about clickbaiting and getting people to click and creating good content that people are going to watch, and to complain about it, to double and triple down, is just basically saying, hey, your content's not worth it unless you're at my level.
Also, given the content of the video, it kind of wasn't even clickbait.
Was he talking about
It-
the state of Rocket League
It
in
was
general?
clickbait in a sense of it made people click because they thought he was quitting Rocket League. But based on what it was, because I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't really seen it,
No,
based on the content of the video,
It's half
it
clickbait.
actually tied in with the title. It wasn't just like, I'm quitting Rocket League, and then it was just some other complete nonsense.
That's what I think clickbait is. Clickbait is when you see a thumbnail and you see a title and it's telling you something, and you see something in the thumbnail that you expect to be in the video and it's not.
Yep, just
That's what
doesn't deliver at all.
clickbait is. If you're really gonna be that dense and not see that it was to lead up to that great piece of content, then that is totally on you. Like, that's like he said in the beginning, not to be a buzzkill, but you're being a buzzkill. That's all it is.
I mean, there's a reason why people pay for people to design thumbnails for them. That's literally part of the
Yeah.
clickbait. The whole reason why there's thumbnail artists out there and people that go over titles and stuff, and it's literally
Leth just posted
get
a
more clicks,
thumbnail
so.
yesterday riding a wrecking ball like Miley Cyrus in a
I saw
diaper.
That was
And,
so good.
and but people aren't
Oh, that
going to
was
consider
hilarious.
that the same thing. You know what I mean?
I didn't
He's
see
not
Leth.
naked in
I
the
didn't see
video.
Leth in on. What? I didn't see him on a wrecking ball. Literally on a wrecking ball. What is this? What does the Rocket League community come to?
Hey, I'll tell you what though.
God damn,
That-
that's the only reason I wanted to click it.
It's absolutely brilliant from Sunless though, because it's no like secret that for a long time he's been talking about wanting to do other content outside of Rocket League, and he's always mentioned IRL stuff.
Yeah, he wants to
If
do.
he can start that within Rocket League and people actually enjoy it, then I think when I saw the video, it had like 500k views, like 80-something thousand likes, and like 1,000 dislikes or something. So people obviously like the content. So
And
if you
it
can
got
do
got
that sort of
people
content,
talking
then-
about content again, which I think is what we desperately needed. So whether you liked it or not, you should go watch it. Because
It's a great video.
It's a great video, and it got everyone talking about content again, and it just led something exciting. You know what I mean? Because if anyone smaller than Sunless had put out that video, it wouldn't have hit the same way. It wouldn't have been noticed as much. It wouldn't have started this conversation. And the fact that we're all like, hey, there's content now, and is this good content? Is this clickbait content? There's content. There's content.
I do think if anybody would have done what he did, it wouldn't have. I think it would have received the same sort of either criticism or, like, I think in Jay's tweet he said something about it, like Sunless could only get away with it because he's Sunless, but I don't agree with that at all.
Well,
I
he
think
made a story, and we've all Sunless has always been known to tell stories like that when he's taking on a project himself. Obviously, he has those filler videos that he talks and whatever, but he's always been a storyteller, and that's a lot of what we love about Sunless's content.
Yep. That's what we want.
So yeah, no, continue, Veeds, because you were. Yeah, I agree.
No, I just think that that's a silly comment to make, really. Like, if any of us did that exact same video, same title, same thumbnail, it should be reacted to in the same sort of way. It's not really somebody that's got 2 million subscribers shouldn't be treated differently. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's.
I mean, honestly, when I see those types of videos and they're not, like, for me, it would have had to have been somebody like Sunless. Like, when I see smaller content creators post things that they're leaving the Rocket League seeing.
Yeah, but you've not seen the video, Try.
Well, I mean, if a video, it's because Sunless put out a video. It wasn't just like
Veeds,
I'm actually quitting Rocket League video. It was a full length thing.
Yeah, to be fair, Veeds, I wasn't saying like the whole extent of the content, because the content is incredible. I meant like if someone smaller had been like, I'm quitting the Rocket League scene, and it had turned out to be a debate in some way, people wouldn't have been so angry or frustrated or yelling about it, I feel like, because that happens a lot.
I feel like it also has the same
Rocket
energy.
League.
It has the same energy as when Rizzo put out his video about he's retiring. A lot of people will take that as I'm quitting, like I'm literally quitting. But we all knew, like, oh, he's still doing content. He's just retiring from the pro scene. But it was literally a thumbnail of him looking sad, and then I'm retiring. ... Same energy, but the argument never came up that it was clickbait, even though it was.
Yeah.
If we're basing it off the definition that Jazer has, like, and no conversation came up because he's a pro player. Is that why it didn't matter? I don't know, but because it's a creator and the content doesn't revolve around pro play, and he gets backlash for it. I don't know.
I'm just.
And then Sunless. Yeah. Go on with her.
No, you go.
I was just gonna say Sunless. Then I think last night tweeted about I watched and named my second channel. So it was clearly like
Sunless
some kind of experiment. It was an experiment to see how people would react to different content. So yeah. I think he'll do well on the second channel if he keeps doing.
Yeah, I think John said, man, he has a second channel where he does other games and stuff like that. That's aside of.
I think Sunless wants to do some like vlogging type.
Yeah,
like,
Sunless wants to get out there with that IRL.
Yeah, and I think that's.
His second channel name has to be Sunless. Then it's just got to be Sunless. It'd be just.
That'd be nice.
Just be clean.
I mean, yeah.
I guess so. Yeah, that would actually work. I don't know if anyone or if I thought about that.
Well, speaking of at like content and Rocket League, Alpha Console came back, so that kind of adds a little bit more content, content-wise, because a lot of people there's a lot of features that the plugin that Alpha Console has that people like, the decals and stuff like that, and now they actually added a feature where you can add custom car bodies. So we're literally going to be seeing people driving the baby car for real. That's like
or the Star Wars
That's what I'm saying.
Carson
Classy
Sir
is
Classy.
going to
Sir
get-
Classy can finally drive a little TIE fighter in the game. Like that would
Not
be
gonna
so
lie,
cool.
this is the only way I'm ever gonna be able to drive the Batmobile since it's still not
Yep,
back,
Alpha
and I never
console.
got it.
There's a.
Oh, you think they'll allow that?
What?
For you to use the Batmobile?
Yeah, that's what people were saying. Like you'll be able to use you can use a Batmobile again. People used Alpha Console in the past to use those car bodies that weren't available. So
Yeah.
now you can add custom car bodies. And the first one that they came out with, you can look it up Alpha Console on Twitter, and there's this little jet that you can use. It doesn't have wheels. It looks like this little jet. And it's really cool. I've seen people make videos with it, and it just kind of like visually, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting to see like 3D creators make different cars actually in Rocket League that fit hitboxes better than visually than some cars that we even have in the game. You know what I mean? Because that's the thing. I think Rocket League has gotten. I know this is going off on a little tangent, but I think Rocket League has standardized the hitboxes way too much, and so I'm hoping that having the ability to make custom car bodies might actually like make that okay, because you can now you can make a custom car body to the hitbox that they give us, because they're not going to budge on that. They're not going to bring back like different hitboxes, I don't think.
And now you have that option.
Yeah, so now you can drive, and now I can find somebody to get me a Toyota Corolla, but it actually has it fits in a better hitbox and doesn't look like a NASCAR.
Well, that led to the question I was gonna ask. This is for everybody. If you what is the first custom car you really want? What do you
I think I
want
want
to
the
use?
Tesla truck. The Tesla truck, the Cybertruck.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the
Oh wow, I haven't. Volkswagen bus. I need a Volkswagen bus.
Oh my
Yeah,
god,
that would be
that's
amazing.
Please.
I want a rectangle filled with Nicolas Cage's face.
Okay. Anyway, Veeds.
Okay.
I don't have a clue really, but I was just thinking about the whole like custom car bodies. I don't know if it's a thing that's happened before, but I want a custom car body that is literally just the hitbox with wheels. Like actually,
It's just the wireframe box.
just the hitbox, just
Oh my
a solid hitbox with wheels. Like it's
We want the
literally
same thing.
So just like
I
the
will-
Fennec.
I want the Oscar Mayer
Pretty much, yeah.
Wienermobile.
Can I make mine a
demo
Bulbasaur?
somebody as a hot dog.
Could you imagine little Pokemon car? That's literally
yeah,
I want mine to be a Bulbasaur.
Charmander! Give me a Charmander!
the Charmander
Yeah.
that's like penguin sliding.
Did you see?
Yes,
Did you
sir.
see? Is it Koga, the animator that did the Sunless Octane? Like,
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
I want to start playing with that.
That
Get that in
actually
Alpha
looked really good.
console.
Yes. Oh my god, his little car. His little.
Oh, Neato, maybe we
cosplay.
could get like a little like old school pixely looking car, like to match your.
Oh.
You could get a
Mm.
pixel
I didn't-
card.
Yes, I know what you're talking about. I didn't even think about that. My brain my mind is being blown right now.
There's
God.
actually way too many possibilities here. Like,
Yeah, so this is really cool. Like, I really hope that those artists that are capable of doing that, because obviously not everyone can literally 3D model things.
and they have to animate like the boost and stuff, right? Like,
Well, I think they'll just have to. There are certain things that they can and can't. Like, I have no. Don't
Yeah,
even start
so
this conversation with me. I have no idea.
Apparently, right now, at least, guys, I know we're throwing out a lot of options, but right now you cannot upload custom like designs with risk of copyright. Like there is some blur there. So like while I want the Oscar Mayer Wienermobile, I would settle for just a hot dog and just like
You can just
driving
make a
any-
Glizzy car. It doesn't have to be Oscar Mayer branded.
yeah, I'll just like demo somebody with a wiener and it'll be great.
Demo wiener demos. Sorry.
Mhm.
We could.
Are
Yeah.
you
Sorry.
okay?
No.
Yes.
I was trying to come up with something funny. Okay.
Topics in
you're doing great.
on Alpha console.
Oh my god. I'm sorry, guys. Let's move on. We this past weekend, a lot of creators came together in Vegas. A lot of creators, people in the Rocket League community. We were actually there to celebrate Lando's birthday. He is the coach for. I always get it mixed up. You don't want to take it up, Widow, because I'm gonna get it wrong and I'm
we
gonna feel
were
bad.
there
PK.
for McLando's
PK, that's what
birthday.
I
He's the
said.
coach for the Pittsburgh Knights, and it was just a really cool opportunity for a lot of people who like. We've talked about it in the weeks past and months past and year past about how we haven't had a LAN in a while. And so we all live around the globe and we all live around the country and things like that. So we don't really get to see each other that often. But so we've actually been gone for 2 weeks because the week before, like, people came down to visit us in Austin. But we went to Vegas to celebrate McLando's birthday. It was a lot of fun. And what was awesome about it is that we got to bring a lot of the Rocket League community together that live in different places around the country. Unfortunately, no one from out of the country yet because they were unfortunately born there. But yeah. So, it was people from Austin. We had friends from Michigan. We had, friends from Chicago.
Michigan.
And a bunch of different places. And I think it just kind of reignited it. Like the last couple weeks of people like coming to Texas and then people immediately traveling over to Vegas, or people bailing out completely like Trihouse and then blaming everybody else for his own mistakes. I think it just like reignited like this want for like collabing content. I think we've all been creating a lot of content alone or like through Discord calls or
Yeah, it sucks.
We got to get together.
yeah. And so it ignited this whole, hey, when we're together, like it's just natural like when we were posting that we were together, it's one of those things that just so many people are just like, oh my God, I've been following. Like so many people have been coming into a lot of our streams or everywhere and just been like, I followed you guys, whoever was posting, followed your Instagram story, I followed your tweets, I was following your Snapchat, you know what I mean? They were following everyone around just because they wanted to see people together, which I think sparks that conversation. People want collab content, especially like out of nowhere, like didn't expect it, like working together. And I feel like that's something that can really help the content scene,
I don't know if you guys saw either, but the space station themselves decided to invite Roy Boy, who is another one of their content creators, to Idaho at the space station, and Shonduras actually invited him into his home to do a hot tub stream because he has hot tubs. And I say hot tubs because he has two next to each other. So he got to do a hot tub stream for space station at the space station, and it's one of those things that is now becoming a possibility. And hopefully that's something that we could possibly do. I think that it would be so cool to have like a live cast
in a hot tub.
I have it on
Station?
good sources that I had some people from the space station come into my channel, and I didn't realize who they were because, like, their names aren't the
Because
same.
you don't care
Trihouse.
about anyone but yourself.
Okay, all right, okay, yes. This is all. I get it. This is a reoccurring thing, but I was like, but basically, I said it's just really hard to like. I need to be able to put faces with everybody. And then I was like, so it'd be really cool if like we got all the Rocket League content creators out to the space station. And he's like, we might have been talking about the very thing today.
Yeah.
So
I know that the pro players are going over next week.
Yeah, the pro players are going to be going.
Arsenal, Rettles, and I believe Chrome as well are all going over. And then I think that hot tub stream is. I don't know if you saw Arsenal tweet last night about doing a hot tub stream. So I'm guessing that's all where he's got that idea
so many
from
electronics. Arsenal,
yeah, he's
gonna accidentally electrocute himself. Like
he's gonna
break.
Oh my God!
I can't think of Arsenal's content getting any more ridiculous.
That's gonna be.
It's already ridiculous as it is.
Goodness.
It's gonna be fantastic. No, but like, so try like Neato and I've been getting that a lot because especially like when we do cooking streams together or like things, they were like, let's get you guys to come out and do a cooking stream at the space station. And then Darnell tweeting out at us being like, oh yeah, I think I'm working on that right now. And
I want to get Try to the space station. I want a boxing match with him.
Oh my God, do it.
That's content right there.
I really want to write
beating the absolute shit out of me because he's like 6'8" or some shit.
Hell yeah. Oh yeah, I forget Veeds is ginormous. Dude,
Yeah.
Wait, how tall are you,
in
Try?
case you guys were wondering,
I'm
Veeds
5'9".
is 7'11".
Wait, I'm like half a foot taller than you, Try.
God damn it.
Yep.
Wait, how
I want to
tall
be
are
able
you, Veeds,
to.
6'4".
He's like, yeah, he's like.
Jesus.
That is
he's a
one
tall
full
boy.
foot taller than me.
Yep.
Let's go, try.
Okay. The last thing I wanted to say about that is that I would like to write subs on Trihouse's forehead.
How many could we fit? Like,
Listen.
250?
Exactly, like at least.
That's about as dangerous as doing an uncapped subathon.
We do.
Right there.
We do a hot tub podcast at the space
All
station
subs on
instead of an
Trihouse's
inflatable. We
forehead.
just sign Tri's.
Okay,
Forehead
there's
subs.
2 ways we could do this. We could do it to where I actually just sit in the hot tub and don't talk, and then people just write on my forehead, or we get a giant printout of my forehead.
Of your face.
10,000
but the
subs
actual
and
size.
he shaves his head, never hides the forehead again.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Great.
No,
Man, I've just even just going down to Austin for those couple days was like, oh my god, I forgot. Like this, it is so much easier to have friends in the Rocket League scene when you get to actually see them. Because I mean, with the exception of you guys, because we're all on this this cast together. I mean, and it's hard. It's hard to keep in touch. Like I think, like, especially with like people that you genuinely like can be friends with, because like in a roundabout way, it's all networking. But like, I mean, like all the people here are actually friends, and
Are we?
so just shut up, Widow. So
All
it's
business.
I don't know. It's like I don't
I just
know. It was
tolerate you
really
guys.
refreshing. It was really refreshing, and I think the scene could greatly benefit from it.
Everyone's just
from-
going to move to
because-
Texas. Literally everyone.
please.
That's what it's going to come down to.
There are
It's
so
gonna be
many
like
of us already.
300
I
Houses are
cannot
expensive right now.
move into Texas, but maybe I'll stay there for an extended period of time.
Why can't you move here? What's wrong? Too hot?
Too
So
hot,
many things that we can't.
too bad laws, but yeah. And I don't want to have a
Here.
freaking power grid. That I don't want to live anyway. There's just so many things.
I just want that said. I don't want a power grid. I just
I don't
want
wanna
to
be-
dark.
Nito,
off
Nito
the
who
land.
relies on the internet and
don't want
electricity.
my- I don't wanna-
I just
No,
don't
I
want
get
to
what she
grid.
means. I will say
Yeah, I
this
know, I
to
know.
anyone moving to Texas, that this was the most bullshit year to move somewhere, to go like, hey, you never have to worry about cold weather again. The cold weather takes out the power grid. And then they're like, it's okay. The power grid just wasn't meant to handle cold temperatures. We're in Texas. And then it goes out because of the heat. And, you know, the power grid's not meant to handle the hot temperatures.
Power
in
grids are meant to
Texas.
handle anything.
Yeah, but the cost
Yeah.
of electricity is really nice. Sorry, tangents.
No, I
did
mean
wanna-
there is a lot of there are a lot of pluses to moving to Austin, but I
No
think
income tax.
I would like to stay there maybe for a winter, so I can get away from the snow at least.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because it's
I will
brutal
kick
where
him
you
to
live.
the couch in a
I've
heartbeat.
always
You
wanted
say
two
it.
houses anyway. That's my goal. I want to have two houses so that I can
That'd be
move
cool,
in between
actually.
places.
Nito, there's a
Yeah.
bed available. He will sleep in the living room.
Already got
anytime.
or in
houses.
his dungeon.
Yep.
but
yeah,
I'll
Veeds,
make
you
it
can't
happen.
see this. Ranny's
The
stream
Ram
room.
cave.
The Ran cave is literally Widow has got
Isn't-
him sequestered into their closet.
Yeah,
That's
Randy's
not
got a
a
I
lot
knew
of
that
in.
it was the closet, yeah.
I'm so happy
I
with it.
saw it
though.
when you first moved in.
I offered
In
him
fact,
this
I
room.
seem to recall when
I haven't
Widow was
spoken here
doing
yet.
the house tour on Twitter, I think it was when you first moved in. She said this is Ranny's room when it was the closet.
I offered him this room.
It has
It's a
small
pretty
vent.
big. Honestly, in Ranny's camera, it looks way bigger than it is.
It literally just looks like a normal like.
He also
bedroom
has
or
a little
something.
TV and little recliner in there.
It's
It's so
not little.
cute.
This man has a 48-inch TV in the corner, a recliner, a neon sign, 2 dressers.
Guys,
There's
Widow,
wipes
you
in
should
there.
hear the things Widow says about Ranny. She's
We'll
just
put a
so mean to him.
full-sized refrigerator in here someday.
If anyone doesn't know, Ranny's not feeling too hot today, and Widow's like, "You're coming on the cast."
She
A little bit
forced
sick to
him,
Vegas.
dragged him.
She just
to
wants
the-
me on
to
here
the
so she
cast.
can roast me.
No.
This feels good. This I see why you guys pick on me now. This feels
Trihouse
really
is getting
good.
his revenge.
I'm afraid now though. I feel like I'm next, guys. Please, please, leave
I'm
me
so
be.
happy with it.
Oh
Yeah, I'm
man.
very
Dude, I
content.
went to the gas station before the the podcast today, and I had some old ladies in front of me start laughing about my hair. I heard them say Cruella de Vil and then just start laughing, and I was like, man. So I know how it feels.
Like some ladies.
I was like, okay.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, but I mean, yeah. Hopefully we can all for real get together soon, and for an extended period of time, because the content that would come out of that would be great. It would be.
I want to give a quick shout out before we close this off. I know it wasn't written on topic, but like we were all kind of tired. Mira, who is an SSG with us right now, is doing an uncapped subathon. This powerhouse of a woman has been live for over a week. She has been creating content. She has been creating an environment for the Rocket League community and doing something that previously I think only Ludwig had really accomplished well. And she's doing it for the Rocket League community. And we're talking about content that stands out and that is delivering and that is doing so many amazing things. And she is doing such a kick-ass job. She just hit 10,000 subs on Twitch yesterday. And yeah, she hit 10,000 subs on Twitch yesterday, and I cannot think of a single person who deserves it more. And she is currently, her timer is currently at a month.
Of course, Trihouse and Widow.
Currently at a month, and I just wanted to say that we are so proud of her, and I'm so lucky to be an SSG with her.
11K now, wow.
11K now, yeah.
Oh my god, that's insane.
She is changing the game. She is. Try the rock you live under must be massive. Yes.
I knew how much time she had left, but I just didn't do the maths. I didn't realize how many subs that was. That is.
I swear
she's got some emote slots. Let me tell you. I think she has all of them.
She's maxed out. She's done all of them.
Maxed out.
Which one does it max out?
You get maxed out at 60. Well, now 65 because you get 5 animated. So the technical max on Switch is 50 when you hit 7,000 sub points, and then you don't get any more until like it stops at that, like at 50. But then if you ever hit 10K, you unlock 10 more right then and there, and then you're done. But now it's actually 65 because you have 5 animated slots. So 65.
I feel like you should be able to get up to 100.
I feel like you should
they should change that.
Like
especially if you're at like if it's now after that maybe it's every 10,000 subs, so like at 20,000
every 10,000 subs you get 10 more.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because there's really no reason they should limit it. I don't see why. But yeah, dude, that is absolutely insanity. Like the amount of just pure. I don't know. Like for me personally, the sleeping on a stream thing is something that I would have to get over. But other than that, just like when she's there, she's there. I've been there. She's present and she's just doing her thing and stuff like that. So props to anybody who can do that. And I know she's doing a lot of good things for her mods too. And it seems like just like an overall really good operation. And
oh my god, Try that didn't make it better. Now you look
about
you look like a Boy Scout.
Now you look like you're my camp counselor and you're going to tell me to stop running.
You look like a retired tennis player.
Someone please screenshot this.
Oh my god, he put his hat, so his hat was on backwards and now it's on forwards if you're listening, and put it on backwards again, please.
I could do it to the side, but no, I can't do that. That's too cringy even by my standards.
I don't know how it's possible to look so young and so old at the same time.
Gosh dang it. Like Steve Buscemi vibes. Hello, fellow children or kids.
Yeah. Hello there, fellow kids.
Yeah, hello there. God. All right. Well, I don't know. I think that about wraps up today's cast. Anybody want to say anything? Any more try roasts? Any more?
Nah,
Try, you look like a child.
There you go.
There you go.
That's fair. But as we wrap things up, we'd like to remind you, friends, that you can find us on Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, and Apple Music, all through the anchor.fm/SSG Scuffed Cast. And you can also, that's all our socials, so just look up SSG Scuffed Cast, follow us on Twitter and everything. We're almost to 1,000 followers, please. That would be a really good milestone for the Twitter. So thank you guys so much. We love the feedback for the last cast, so please keep it coming. And thank you all so much for listening. We'll see you next week.
We'll see you next week, guys.
Bye.
Peace.